keep to yourself. You only talk to those who know. So bottled up, so you bottled up. Is that any way to deal with death? Hibernation for far too long. You've got to leave the dust behind. They point until they become. You've got to leave the dust behind. Hibernation for far too long. You've got to leave the dust behind. They point until they become. You've got to leave the dust behind. Hibernation for far too long. You've got to leave the dust behind. They point until they become. You've got to leave the dust behind. Hibernation for far too long. You've got to leave the dust behind. They point until they become. You've got to leave the dust behind. Behind the wheel, long drive ahead. Hands grip tighter, stare gets harder. Leaning on the Lord, scared to go. Cordial and reckless, I've lost all hope. Death only happens to others. Crack the mold, that ain't me anymore. In the mirror I see the ruins. Speeding highway keeps me alive. In the mirror I see the ruins. They follow close behind. In the mirror I see the ruins. Speeding highway keeps me alive. In the mirror I see the ruins. They follow close behind. I can't stop, can't look back. Doesn't matter where I go. Can't have the thoughts catch up with me. In the mirror I see the ruins. Speeding highway keeps me alive. In the mirror I see the ruins. They follow close behind. In the mirror I see the ruins. Speeding highway keeps me alive. In the mirror I see the ruins. They follow close behind. Stay on the road. Can't lose my mind no more. Stay on the road. Can't lose my mind no more. Stay on the road. I've got to drive. Stay on the road. I've got to drive. Drive. Drive, 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 drive. And the flower unravels as the petals hit the earth. My fragile girl is taken away as I beat the walls, screaming in tears. It was the day she died. Another hole in me, another hole in me. It was the day we died. Do you know what it's like to lose the one you said you couldn't live without? I walk in circles with an empty stare, looking for you everywhere I go. It was the day she died. It was the day we died. It was the day she died. It was the day she died. My flower unraveled, and her petals hit the earth. I'll never be the same without you. No, I'll never be the same. the same without you there. I stay quiet, but I wanna scream. The circle was broken, the absence is felt. Please help me cold. Got to get through this. 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 Another death, another loss, another death, another loss. I can't take what's been taken away. It's just a task to make it day to day. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I feel all alone. I sit in silence. Does anybody else feel this at all? Got to get through this. Got to get through this. Got to get through this. Got to get through. Can you help me? It's getting hard to breathe. The sound of your voice, the depth of your words, looking for a sign. Where are you now to see me through? I'm drowning every day. See me through, see me through. It's hard to believe that you are no longer here. It's even harder to face. It's been another year. Looking for you. Where are you now to see me through? See me through. Sometimes you must surrender to win. You've got to let it consume you. Close the door, seal it tight, keep it in, so it surrounds you. I always have a little more to tell you when I haven't seen you in a while. Will it consume you? Will you stand tall? They assume if you lean you will fall. Never show them, never crawl. Some people have watched this inferno and pray it never happens to them. Without enemies, just soft in the middle. Those without worries are the ones that you hate. They point fingers and try to belittle. They'll understand after it's too late. Will it consume you? Will you stand tall? They assume if you lean you will fall. Never show them, never crawl. They want to see you, they want to bleed you. Never crawl. They try to test you, but they detest you. Never crawl, never crawl. They want to see you, they try to bleed you. Never crawl. They try to test you, but they detest you. Never crawl, never crawl, never crawl, never crawl. What was what used to be? What was will never be? Do you feel like me? You feel so lost today. The dirt that brought you joy is now the piper you have to pay. Do you feel like me? You feel so lost today. The dirt that brought you joy is now the piper you have to pay. What was what used to be? What was will never be. a time with anything I see. Can't sit around my misery. Don't celebrate, I just keep moving on. The sights and sounds that open the door. In a haze, in a blaze, in a blur. The weeks and months and years, they start to burn. Can't shake the tears, but I've got to go on. Can't shake the fears, but I have to go on. You can't turn back anymore. You can't turn back anymore. No, no. The memories and embers never fade away. In my heart I keep them alive, 'cause I know that we'll meet in the end. And I know that we're not alone. The woes of others can be worse than your own. Dig down deep and let out the grief. There'll be a time you can leave it behind, but for now it's okay to cry. You can't turn back anymore. You can't turn back anymore. No, no. If I could just hold you one last time. If I could just hear your voice again. Just to hear you say my name. Just to hold your hand as we watch the setting sun. One last sunset with you, that's all I ask. One last sunset with you, that's all I ask. Hands of the world reached out to you, but you were just somewhere else. We tried to save you, but you were someone else. One last sunset with you, that's all I ask. One last sunset with you, that's all I ask. I want to cling to the old, familiar and the free. But when I reached for you, it was no longer there for me. I remember a day when the news wasn't there. Knowing that you're gone is our burden to bear.